Thank you for picking me.
Of course.
Yeah. I am really struggling a little bit right now with some things. I understand it's like my mental state, and sometimes it just takes over so deeply and profoundly that I shut down, and then I worry, and then all this thing just happens, and then my business stops. People stop coming in, and then I feel like it's me, and then I just go down this spiral. But I know in my heart I'm living my purpose in regards to what I offer in my service, but I'm going so up and so down, and it's like I feel like I'm at a crossroads. Like I don't know what to do. I have when the business is low, then I feel like, okay, maybe I should go and do something completely different, and then I get really down and depressed about it, and then I'm like, but no, I love what I do. And then it's just like this spiral going back and forth, and I feel like I need some direction. Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, have you ever been in a toxic relationship?
100%.
Okay, and when did you ever have that moment where you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna unshake my hands with this person right now because it is not serving me."
Yeah, and I did
Okay,
it.
and did that is that person still in your life?
Yes, because I have a child with him.
Okay, but overall, is the drama there?
No, not no. The drama has definitely gone away. There's a few things that we have to tweak, but I
Okay,
would say 90% of it is done
okay. Why do you think the drama has dissolved for the most part?
because I've detached myself
Good.
from
Good,
situation.
because you were in a toxic relationship and you decided I'm gonna unhook from this now because I mean more.
Yeah.
My sanity, my sense of well-being, how I feel is more important than how I'm feeling.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So now I want you to now take it up a notch. Imagine that there are invisible entities. You can call them thoughts, you can call them other beings,
Hmm.
you can call them anything that is trying to have influence over you.
Hmm.
Imagine that it's like an invisible person
Hmm.
that you're in a toxic relationship with.
Mm.
When your business is going down and you start to panic, does that feel good to you?
No.
Okay, so can you maybe entertain or consider that you might be in a toxic relationship with something that you can't see?
110%.
Good. Do you still want to be in a relationship with that thing that you can't see?
No.
Can you see it right now?
Yes.
I want you to imagine that that thing is like a being, it's like a person that's been running your life, that's been dictating how you feel.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Hmm.
Good. I want you to imagine that your hand was interlocked with their hand. You, on some level, you made an agreement that you didn't deserve to feel joy. Okay. Now I want you to unhook or unshake that hand.
Okay.
Now I want you to repeat after me. I will never give you my energy again
I will never give you my energy again
because I deserve joy,
because I deserve joy,
because I deserve freedom,
because I deserve freedom,
because I deserve harmony and peace.
because I deserve harmony and peace.
Now I want you to stare at this entity because you have just shined a light on it and you didn't know it was there before. That's why it was making you feel the way that it was making you feel because it was in your blind spot. And now that you're aware of it, don't you feel like you're kind of separate from it now?
Yeah.
Good. And in that separateness, it will begin to dissolve because it's not going to get one more penny out of you. Everything in this universe is relational. When we feel anxious, it's because we're in relationship with a thought that is making us anxious. When we are worrying, it's because we're in a relationship with an invisible entity that is causing us to worry. We have to love ourselves so deeply that we no longer shake hands with these entities. That entity is running for the hills right now because it's been nesting in you all of this time. And it's been discovered. It's on to someone else now.
Thank you.
That entity is no longer your burden.
You know, it's funny. I had two dreams this week where I had like ticks all over me and they were biting me and they were all over my dog and they were biting my dog and I was like taking them off, like trying to remove them from myself. And then the next night I had another dream and I'm an acupuncturist and there's a point on the back of the neck called due 14 where typical entry points of entities would come in. Like I've learned that on the spiritual aspect with the needles. And as I woke up from this dream, but in the dream I was face down and the energy was removing these entities from the back of my due 14. So when you say this to me, I totally resonate. And it feels like it does. It took over and it's gone. And I'm so thankful that you answered my call today. Thank
I'm
you.
going to tell you something. I did this work 2 nights ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do this work all the time. I literally noticed, I thought, because I've never felt safe in this world.
Yeah.
There's always been a part of me that's like, the best way I can describe my life is it's been full of suspense. And at the 11th hour, there's always good news. But I don't like how I feel in the interim. It feels awful. It feels so unsafe, and I feel so alone. And the other night, I'm sitting on my couch, and all of a sudden, I saw this entity that I call it the entity of suspense. It was keeping me on edge my whole life, making
Yeah.
me feel so unsafe.
Oh,
And the second that I became aware of it, the amount of power that I felt in my body, which was me taking my energy back.
yeah.
And I looked at it and I said, you don't get to have me anymore. And it was gone.
Good.
This is how deeply we have to love ourselves.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad we got to connect today.
Yeah. Thank you, Phil.
And thank you for facilitating the space for all of us to get something from this as well.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
I'm sending you so much love.
Thank you. Have a
Take
good day
care.
too.
Bye-bye.